Hey guys, KC Jilly. Thought I'd give y'all a little update at the house here. It's been a minute, so let's check it out. My little planter has got all kind of little lettuce coming up in it. A lot of it got burned up, and here's a kale. A lot of it got burned up with that freeze, but it appears we still got a little something happening here. Not too much. You can see down here, got a little bit of carrots going. See, they got burnt by this freeze. I don't have big plans for it. I'm thinking, if you see here, you know, it's under the eave of my house, and in the summertime, that was a good thing. Wintertime, it's not. I'm not a super strong guy, but maybe I can get my sons to help me, and I'm thinking of taking it over there and setting it up against that railroad tie. And then I think this stuff might go on and take off and get after it. In the meantime, I've been doing a little bit of pruning on my peach trees. I did not touch this one because I grew it from seed last year. It's only 1 year old, so I'm gonna allow it a little bit more time. And I've still got a mess in the yard I gotta pick up. But this one, I went ahead and started trying to V it out a little bit here and open it up in the middle. So I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll get anything off of it this year or not, but this will keep it at a manageable height, and hopefully it'll produce fruit and stay open in the middle. That's my hopes anyway. And I cheated because I had some leftover seeds, and I threw lettuce seeds down there and it's growing. Threw some right there and it's growing. Threw some right there and it's growing. So I made the most of my space here while everything else is dying and dead. And tried to do what I could do. The strawberries have established here. And here they're not doing anything, but they're hanging on. I got a decent side head of cabbage right here. It's not real tight, but it's doing something. And as you can see, I got more little baby lettuce all over the place, just growing. I just threw all my seeds out. I just didn't even care. And my broccoli, got a bunch of little florets, but everything's going to flower. Bees are loving it, so I'm letting them eat it. But I've learned my lesson with the broccoli. While it grows just fine around here, it's quick to go to seed. So what I've decided, a couple little heads there, they got kind of burned up. Purple's trying. What I've decided on the broccoli is it's something that might actually do better once it gets going in a shadier location. Out at the Secret Garden, y'all have seen that I've been trying to get that greenhouse going, and when I do, there's one side of it. Let me come over here to this greenhouse. There is one side of that thing that stays shadier most of the day until later in the afternoon, and that is where I will probably put broccoli. I think I might could grow some cold season stuff in there at the wrong time because it's shady. My little bunching onions, they're not doing nothing spectacular, but they've grown and they've got it stuck in there now. I think I got another broccoli here coming up. Carrot and onions and some red cabbage. And this whole stuff's all going to seed. It's that Mitchahili, and I'm not sure here. I think Mitchahili also, but all of it's gone to seed, and I'm just letting it do its thing. This old cabbage is getting ready to head finally. And I got my iceberg lettuce here. I grazed all the bottom leaves off the other day. I needed some salad, and I didn't want to go to the store, so I stole all the bottom leaves that were pretty good. These cabbages are pretty, but they're not heading enough yet. This one has begun. You can see him hiding down in there. Hopefully it'll come on along. Have a big old kale here. There was a broccoli here, and I tore him out. The dadgum thing was laid over, and it did just what this one's doing and went to seed. All my broccoli's going to seed. We were 14 degrees not too very long ago, and now we're 75 and 80 half the dang time in the middle of the week, so who knows. My carrots are getting a little size to them now finally. I don't know how far that guy goes down, but I'm not gonna push it. I'm just gonna let them keep making. Let's see here. Let them keep making and getting bigger. See that? They're getting some girth anyway up here on top. I don't know how deep they're going, but that one's bigger than my thumb. That's a thumb and a half. So that all working out pretty good. I got some more down there. Just as I need this stuff, I'm gonna come get it. I've got some lettuce growing up in between this. Let's see here, there we go. In between all of these onions, letting them do their thing. I've got to get in here sometime. I'm really trying to finish that greenhouse out there, but at the same time, this whole shelf's coming out. And I'm gonna cut this plumbing off right here and run it along the ground instead. And so this shelf will be gone so I can grow things that grow tall right here. Gets good sun all day. I will probably leave this little section, put some legs right here, and leave that little section just to work on as a workbench. But this is coming out too. And I'll put dirt and stuff down here and grow something right there as well. Now I can't do anything that's deep rooted right here. I mean, this would not be a spot for carrots and everything because I have wires buried that run up there to my sprinkler. However, there's lots of little things like radishes and stuff like that I could grow. And that's kind of where I'm at in here anyway. So, also, this is all my pomegranate tree got pruned up too. So we'll see how it does this year. I'm going to try to keep it down to just these guys and let them branch out kind of like a regular tree. I've got to be mindful of my little jerry-rigged wire I got coming through the wall there. I don't want any issues with that. So, all right, let's come back in here and take a peek. All right, there's Squirt. He's really proud of his strawberries right there. He's been keeping a good guard on it. And he's standing where the asparagus has now went all the way down to the ground. So probably in the next month or two, I'm gonna roll this over a couple more times, and everything on the bottom, all that good composty stuff's gonna go right there where his little legs are, and we'll give that asparagus a good start for this next coming year. Up there, I got a little bit of spinach. Let's see here. There we go. A little bit of perpetual spinach, sorry. Growing, and looky here. I got a cauliflower coming. I'm so tickled. I was wondering if that was cabbage or cauliflower, and that's the first one I've seen anything from. So I may accidentally get a cauliflower. That'd be cool. I got some red cabbages. They're kind of just coming along here a little bit. Everything's at a little bit different stages, but I'm good with that because I don't want it all at one time. You know where I'm coming from there, I hope. See, look at this dadgum broccoli. If nothing else, I'll have plenty of seed. And that's what I'll do. I'll store these seeds so I'll have some next round. And like I say, I'll plant this stuff over in the shady side where it gets a little bit of late afternoon sun, but stays kind of dark all the rest of the time. That's what I did out there at the secret garden. It did well. Got another head of cabbage fixing to come here, and these big boys, they're wanting to. Let's see if I can get back here. Terrible at videoing. All right, so. And this old perpetual spinach is coming back from the burn. You can see my onions. They're doing pretty good. Some of them got a little size to them. I'd be tickled to see a bunch of onions this year stored. And over there is the comfrey. It's hanging on. Looks rough, but it'll come back. It'll come back. And I did some pruning over here on this peach. As you can see, spread it out a little bit. I didn't want to get too dang carried away because it's still young. It's the first year I've had it in the ground. I'm gonna guess it's a 2-year-old tree, looking at the size of it and the one that I planted, but I pretty much cut everything that was growing towards the greenhouse off of it, which was a lot, and I didn't want to do that, but at the same time, I've got to make this thing work. And I pruned this guy up quite a bit as well, down to this right now. And I tell you, let's see if I can show you here. I hate to do it. I really do, but this limb right here is really bugging me going that way too. So don't be surprised if on my next video you come and see if I've cut it right there, because that's what I want to do. That's my plan. I just don't have a chainsaw right this moment. So A little bit of pruning on these guys. Okay, and right here I've got the parsley. Made it through the freeze just fine. It seems big and thick. I need to get in here and cut a bunch more of it up and do something with it. And right here I've got some cilantro coming. Seems to be doing pretty good right now. I'm surprised it's not doing something crazy bolting because it's so dang warm. All right. And last but not least, all right, I think that's another broccoli started here. Got that guy coming. I got several back there as well as probably cauliflower as well. Like I say, until I see that little cauliflower head, I can't tell sometimes. But this is my winter stuff I've been eating off of more than anything. And these little heads of cabbages, they're coming. And that Michihili somehow survived this one. I guess the wind was blocked enough, but you can see I've got lettuce all in behind here. It's doing good. And I don't know if it's broccoli or cauliflower. I think it's cauliflower. That'd be cool. I really enjoyed both of those very much, together or apart. But see, I got a spinach growing right there. Get all that lettuce ready for salad. We'll have to make some steaks and baked taters and eat some salad with it. Pardon me, young man. Pardon me. Watch out. I have some more kale growing all along here. That stuff grows really well right here in my part of central Texas. A couple more. You can see the broccoli has gotten big here. I'm not getting any big heads. It's kind of growing in a bunch of little stuff fixing to go to seed like the rest of it. Broccoli's kind of getting on my nerves this round. But look at that guy. Isn't that pretty? It's coming on along. I got a red one over here. A little bit more lettuce. And there's a big old start to cabbage. It's having a little harder time growing. The hollyhocks. A little bit of broccoli. It may not go to seed because it stays in the shade the most. It's my one that I might get a little head of broccoli off of. But so guys, that's what's going on here at the house. I will say I did get most of my framing done out at the Secret Garden. And I'm really close to throwing the tarp over. I'm gonna have help on that part too, so I got to round up my boys. But hopefully, I've got the exhaust fan up for it. I've got to run a little electricity to it. I've got to tap the water in. All that stuff's quick and easy. I got parts coming for all that. I have to run some wire along the bottom down here where I'm gonna let it breathe during the summertime when it's hot. I use that 1/4-inch mesh. I don't know what the heck you call it, kind of little varmint wire. I'm gonna put that stuff on it and it'll come in tomorrow. So that thing is moving along. I finally got a little bit done. I spent all day Saturday getting it done, and today's Monday, so hopefully pretty quick I'll be showing y'all some stuff out there. It's all coming together. Until next time, y'all have a good one, and God bless you. See you later.